Level 1, 50 cents a day. South Sudan. You wake up at 5 in the morning, but there's no getting out of bed because there is no bed. You are on a dirt floor, on a thin, raised mat. Two of your siblings are still sleeping beside you. Outside it is still dark, but your mother is already up. She is gone to collect firewood. South Sudan, the poorest country in the world. Annual income per person $455. That's $125 a day, but that's the average. You are below the average. What today's meal will be is unclear. Last night there was a millet porridge. Thin, watery, almost like drinking warm liquid. This morning, maybe nothing. The river in the village dried up. Only mud is left. You walk 4 kilometers for water. Plastic jerry can on your shoulder. In neighboring Burundi, people in the next village are doing something. Collecting locusts, frying them, eating them. This isn't purely out of starvation, but starvation is present too. It's a protein source. Fried termites are also on the menu. Around 2 billion people in the world eat insects. The vast majority not by choice, but by necessity. In your village, 40% of children under 5 have stunted growth due to chronic malnutrition. It's called stunting. Brain development is affected too, but nobody here knows statistics. You just know this. That's the children's eyes look very large, their faces very small. No clinic. The nearest hospital is 60 kilometers away. Your mother caught malaria last month. This time she recovered. 50 cents a day. This is your world. Level 2, $50 a month. Rural, sub-Saharan Africa. You are a little higher up now, but the word little carries enormous weight here. A small village in northern Mozambique, you work in the fields, someone else's fields, from 6 in the morning until 6 in the evening, 12 hours, under the sun. Daily wage, $150. 30 days of work a month gives you $45, but there isn't work every day. More during the rainy season, less during the dry period. Your average monthly income is around $50. What do you do with this money? First, corn flour. It is the staple food. Nothing works without it. Soap, matches. If there's anything left, cooking oil, meat, maybe once a month, on major holidays, or when someone is sick and needs strength. You buy a chicken, straining the budget. Your child goes to school, but school isn't free. Notebooks, pencils, a uniform. These cost money. This month you could afford the uniform. The teacher didn't let the child into class. You were ashamed. The child cried. You said nothing. You have a phone, a second-hand Nokia. You load $2 of credit a month, only for emergencies. You have never been in the internet. You don't know what use the internet will be anyway. The World Bank's extreme poverty line is $2.50 a day. You are just above that threshold. On paper, you are no longer poor, but at the end of the month, there is nothing left in your hands. Level 3, $10 a day. Bangladesh factory worker. A small room in the outer neighborhoods of Dhaka. Single occupancy, but 2 of you are living there to split the rent. The bathroom is shared. In the corridor, water runs for 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evening. Miss those windows and you go without water. You work in a garment factory. You go in at 7 in the morning, come out at 8 in the evening. You sew collars, cuffs, buttons. You repeat the same motion 1,000 times a day. $100 a month. When orders are heavy, there's overtime, a little more than. The shirt produced in this factory has an H&M or Zara label on it. A European customer buys that shirt for 30 euros. You earn $30 a day to see that shirt. But you don't think about this, because when you came from the village, you were working in the fields, and it was less. In the city, at least the money is regular. You send $20 home to your mother in the village every month. That money is big money there. For the first time, you have an electricity bill. For the first time, you can read something under a lamp at night. A neighbor bought a second-hand motorcycle last month. You are saving too. 8 more months. Level 4, $600 a month. Middle class in a developing country. You live in the outer neighborhoods of Istanbul or in the mid-range districts of Sao Paulo. Rented apartment, 2 rooms. Monthly rent, $200. $400 left over. Groceries, utilities, phone, transportation. At the end of the month, sometimes $20, $30 remains. Sometimes nothing. Work. Accounting assistant at a small firm, or a nurse at a state hospital, or a teacher at a provincial school. Labor intensive, low pay. But you have job security. That matters. You dream of a holiday. Last year, a friend went to the seaside. Posted photos on social media. You liked it and scrolled on. Maybe this year, you tell yourself, but you have credit card debt. Close that first. You ride in a car, but the car isn't yours. It's your older brother's. You borrow it twice a week. You have been running the numbers for years about getting your own, second-hand, old model. That's fine. But the down payment never quite comes together. Retirement. Does such a thing exist? You are paying premiums, but don't know what will come out of it. Not thinking about it is easier. Level 5, $50,000 a year. Western European middle class. You live in in Germany or France. A small apartment in Cologne. Monthly rent 900 euros. It feels expensive to you, but it's normal for the market. Your annual gross salary is 55,000 euros. After taxes and social insurance, roughly 2,800 euros comes to hand. Rent, groceries, phone, internet, smartphone installments, gym membership. At the end of the month, between 300 and 400 euros remain. With that money, you either travel or save. Doing both once is difficult. One vacation a year, Southern Europe, Greece or Thailand. Economy class flight, hostel or cheap hotel. A nice holiday. But when you get back, you check your account and month is going to be tight. You are happy with your car. A 2019 Golf. You are still paying installments, but they are nearly done. Got a new phone last year too. These are normal things. You don't think about them anymore. You have a retirement plan, automatically deducted every month. How much will it come out to at 65? You don't want to calculate because inflation breaks the math. The world's largest middle group. You are not unhappy, but you are not wealthy either. Money is still counted every month. Level 6, $300 a year, upper class professional. You are a lawyer in New York, or an investment banker in London, or a senior software engineer in San Francisco. 300,000 a year. After taxes, roughly 15,000 a month comes to hand. That number sounds enormous, but you live in Manhattan in New York. Monthly rent, 4,500. One bedroom, small, but a good neighborhood. You fly business class now, at least on transatlantic flights. You pay, but you don't think about it. At restaurants, you don't look at prices. You open the wine list. You pick the mid-range, but mid-range here is $80. Your child goes to private school, $35,000 a year. This makes you think a little, but thinking about the alternative makes you think more. Do you still have to work? Yes. You are tied to the company, bonuses, stock options, performance reviews. If you lose your job, your standard of living drops immediately. This keeps you up at night sometimes. Do you have assets? You have $2 million in savings. Not enough to retire by Manhattan standards. Another 10-15 years needed. Level 7. Net worth $20 million. Local wealthy. You are in a different world now. You own a factory in Turkey, or an agricultural empire in Brazil, or a construction company in Poland. Money has grown beyond you. You manage the money. The money doesn't manage you. A villa in the Bosphorus in Istanbul. A summer house in Miami. 3 cars in the garage. A sedan, an SUV, a classic. You have a driver, but you don't always use him, because you enjoy driving yourself. Vacation, at least twice a year. Maldives, Aspen, or somewhere that matches your personal interests. 5-star hotels, suite rooms. You don't check the bill. For the first time, you don't ask yourself, can my money run out? This feeling is new and strange. There's this still corner of your mind that thinks, just in case, but it is no longer real, just habit. You have an investment advisor, a private banker, a legal consultant. A team is working for your money. What's the problem? Family. Here's who will run the company? This question keeps you up sometimes at night. Level 8. Net worth $2 billion. Billionaire. You made the Forbes list. If it were the Turkey edition, you'll be in the top 20. In the American edition, your name doesn't even appear yet. There are 2,700 people on the list. Private jet. Bombardier Global 7500. Price? $75 million. But you didn't buy it. Leasing is smarter from a tax perspective. $10,000 an hour. But it doesn't matter. Homes in multiple cities, an apartment in Monaco, a townhouse in London, a mountain house in Colorado. Each has full-time staff. They work even when you are not there, so everything stays ready. You have an art collection, Warhol, Basquiat, Hearst. Is money unusual appreciates you, aesthetic pleasure or investment? Both. The rate at which your money grows has now overtaken the rate at which you spend it, meaning however you spend, the wealth still grows. This is an abstract feeling. Philanthropy has begun. You set up a foundation. This is both a tax advantage and something genuine. Separating the two is becoming increasingly difficult. Level 9. Net worth $400 billion. Musk level. Let's look at the numbers. $400 billion. So large the brain can't grasp it. If you spend $100,000 a day, every day without stopping for years, it will take 10,959 years for the money to run out. That reaches back to 9000 BC. Cattle Hoik hadn't been founded yet. If you spend $1 million a day, 1095 years, going back from 2025, it will run out before the Crusades began. Your wealth grows on average by $90 million a day. That exceeds the daily state budget of many countries. The concept of spending money no longer exists. There are things being acquired. Elon Musk founded SpaceX, the world's largest private space company. The cost of a single rocket between $60 and $90 million. For him, this isn't a big expense. It's an operational cost. At this level, wealth has nothing to do with money anymore. Power, infrastructure, influence. Company's stock dropped 20%. You change a country's internet infrastructure with Starlink. You funnel $1 billion into an election campaign. A single person with $400 billion could fund the entire United Nations World Food Program for roughly 160 years. The WFP feeds around 150 million people annually at a cost of approximately $10 billion per year. With this fortune, every acutely food insecure person on earth, all 280 millions of them, could be fed for over a decade. Every child dying of hunger in South Sudan, every family in Burundi surviving on insects, every mother in Mozambique, you can buy her child a school uniform fed for years with one person's money. But the money sits in stock certificates and rocket factories instead. At this level, wealth is no longer a tool, it's a landscape, it's the territory itself. And your morning coffee has gone cold. You don't even know this.